Coolio, the underdog. Definitely a legend. He's been in the game for many years. I just want to highlight some of the stuff, you know, get a little information because he's had a lot of longevity. So tell me a little bit, how did you get started making music, man?
I started with my Uncle Big D. I grew up in Watts. I'm originally from Watts in LA. So I started with my Uncle Big D probably when I was about 8 or 9. I was in the little church choir. Going to the church choir. And rapping just had started with, from my point of view, Curtis Blow, basketball, Egyptian Lover, like doing some of my favorite songs. So once I heard those songs, I'm like, I can do that too. So I told my uncle, because I used to sing. I thought I was going to be a singer first, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so my uncle heard me rapping. So he started looking in the phone ads for equipment. He wanted equipment to buy. So he went and bought some 4-track studio equipment and started making little beats. Herbie Hancock too was another one that
okay, yeah, that's big.
That was one of like the first little songs that I freestyled over back then, you know, back in the 80s. And my uncle was like, you got it, like you got something. And so I just stuck with it. And so I used to write off the basketball rap from Curtis Blow. I started writing my own basketball raps. The Celtics and the Lakers was hot back then. They were always going back and forth in the finals. It always somehow be the Lakers and the Celtics. So I started making raps just about the Lakers and the Celtics, about Magic, about Kareem, you know, about everybody. And it just started falling into place, you know. And then I started getting to the gang activity. Started gang banging, you know what I mean, growing up in Grave Street neighborhood, you know what I mean, claiming Crip, and start gang banging, so I started writing the gang raps, getting more into the, you know, gang banging raps. So by the time I'm 14, about to be 15, because I never forget, because I had an earthquake on my 15th birthday, October 1st in LA.
Okay.
And we was getting heavy into the gang stuff. My mama was like, Coolio getting too deep in this, like, we gotta change something. So she had married my step-pops, Reg, who had family in Vallejo.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So he was like, let's take him out to Vallejo, you know what I mean? Let's move him out to the Crest, to our family in the Crest. So we moved to the Crest in 88. So in 88, that's when I first moved to the Crest out there and started doing my rapping. I hooked up with Studio Tone, DJ C's, rest in peace. You know what I mean? So I started doing the rapping thing. Then my partner, EP, Daddy of the Hood, he brought a rapper to a dude who said he wanted to rap. His name was Dre. But Mac Dre, though, he was like Dre. So I was like, what's up, man? He said his name was MC Dre. That was his name at first, you feel me? He was Mac Dre, you know?
Yeah.
So he was like, man, I heard you be rapping too. So we'd go in the back room on Mark Street and write our little raps, write our little stuff together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how all my rapping started. But I didn't take it too serious until I left. In 89, I left from the Crest. I moved back to LA.
Yeah.
While I was gone, Mac Dre got a record deal with Kyrie.
Oh, okay,
when I come back to the Bay, he got an album. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, he got an album out.
It's time to take it serious now.
He's like, man, you missed out, Kay. Like, I got an album out. So once I seen that happening, we did the California Living song. We went to the 4-track studio. We did California Living. Once we did California Living, Kyrie was like, oh man, that's a single right there. That's a hit. We made a video for it. And from that moment on, I just started pushing. Kyrie took me to Walt at City Hall Records when I was 18. I got my business license, got my resale certificate, seller's permit, all my stuff at 18 years old, you know. But I still was in the streets. I wasn't making no money off the music yet, you know what I mean? So I'm still in the streets, hustling, selling dope, doing the whole, you know, the whole thing. Then we got into the bank robbery thing. So I was living a more comfortable, able to put some bread into this music thing, you know what I mean? And coming up, but by the time you think you finna come up, it's too late. The Fed's already on your head. You know, and everybody get indicted. We caught the case, but you know, came back home. 96, we did the Rompilation 20 years ago. You know what I mean? And did the Rompilation and never looked back since. That's all I do is music.
Oh man, that's legendary. So when you came from LA to the Bay, what were some of the differences you noticed?
Everybody was cool.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's a difference. Everybody was laid back. Players get money. Wasn't no set tripping. You couldn't have to worry about going to the store and you know, cars riding up on you. Where you from? Excuse me. Where you from? You know what I mean? There wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? So, but everybody was more laid back, more chill, more getting money, more in the, you know what I mean? It's the land of the pimps and the golden honey, as they say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So what's some of your biggest influences in music when you started up until now?
my biggest influences, I have to say, is Blowfly. A lot of people don't even know who Blowfly is. Like, my brother used to have these Blowfly records, right? That's what made me really want to get into it, too. I forgot I left his name out when I said Curtis Blow, there was Blowfly. And he used to make all these cover records of all these different songs. And it's like comedy, but he's talking mess on it, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, Blowfly go hard. So like Blowfly, LL Cool J, I'm Bad when he did I'm Bad. Rakim came in the dome. I said it before. Never. All them was KRS-One. You know what I mean? All them back. Even Will Smith. Will Smith was one of my. Cause we used to be on the school bus listening to parents just don't understand and all that. Even though
he's
people
a good
say,
storyteller.
like, oh, he comedy, oh, he. But if you listening to him, his rhymes was up to par. He was, you know, oh, yes I can. You know what I mean? Like he was bussing, but he telling you a different story. So I'm like, oh, I want to get it. And they got a deal. So it's like, I want a deal like them. I want to be like Will Smith, LL Cool J, you know what I mean? So that's the era I come up under. You know what I mean? Then once I started getting into the rapping thing, then you heard of the Too Shorts and the Ice Cubes and the, you know, the NWA. But by that time, I'm already trying to be a rapper too. You know what I mean? So I can't say that I took an influence from them. I got a motivation from them. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Even from rappers today, even from Future, even from a YG, from a Drake. You know what I mean? I get a motivation from them. You know, more than an influence. But it motivates because you say, oh, okay, this game's still alive. You know what I mean?
I like that right there.
Styles,
motivation.
It's different type of styles. Like, I need to get this. You know, it's like working out in the gym and you see somebody going harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
would you say that that foundation that you got it from gives you an advantage over a lot of the artists today, though? Because I don't think really the artistry is really the same as it used to be.
Yeah, I think I tell myself this all the time. I say if I just started rapping, I wouldn't be a known rapper.
Yeah.
If I just started getting in this rap game right now, it'd been over for me. But I'm glad I got established, even though I've always been underground, no major label affiliation, nothing. But I feel like I'm right there with all the major label artists. I've been in the same magazines, mentioning some of the same stories. You feel me? Same with Mac Dre, rest in peace. You know what I mean? We the only two from our era that grinded that hard and never had a major label record deal. You know what I mean? And my brother gone. So I'm still here, one of the last ones still here from that era, you know what I mean, to push this record deal. That's right. The chorus man right here.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I'm one of the ones that's able to still sustain and still go and push. You know what I mean? This is my 26th-year anniversary of my label, Caviar Records.
That's big right there.
I started Caviar Records in 1990.
So,
you know what I mean?
And that's good longevity. Now, what has kept you independent throughout the years? Like, what would you say has kept you motivated to keep the independent grind? Because that's what music is leaning towards now. Like, you don't really need a major no more.
In the beginning, I wanted a major. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? But a lot of them, I got approached a few times, but they was talking the same thing that my distributor talking. You know what I mean? And taking more than what my distributor was taking. So it's a dumb deal. Like, I'm not gonna go over here for $100 grand, and then y'all taking 70%. You know what I mean? And then I'm still only gonna end up making the same thing I would have made over here at City Hall, but I'm doubling that at City Hall. Plus, Walton got more faith in me in City Hall, where he gonna pump 50,000, 60,000 extra if I need it. Because they believe in me. It's a closer bond. So I guess I got more comfortable with dealing with them. Because it's scary. It's kind of like, well, what if I do leave them and go over here, mess with these people? They rob me. Now I'm back over here begging. You know what I mean? To get back in a position with him. Now he gonna have the upper hand because, no, nigga, you left. Come back. That's like a female cheat on you. You feel me? And you kick her out. Get your ass out of here. You know what I mean? Like, but then she want to come back. If you take her back, you ain't gonna treat her the same.
No,
you feel me?
definitely.
It's a different. Yeah, it's a difference. You feel me? So you ain't gonna treat her the same. So I never wanted to just leave from people who I trusted. I ventured off one time. I did a deal with Bayside. I did a deal with Koch. And they fucked me, like I said. You know what I mean? So I still had to go back to all the City Hall. And I had Interscope in my ear once before. You feel me? And they wasn't talking about no numbers I was talking about. They wanted to try, they call it testing the water type shit. It's like, I'm not making no money because I live off my independence. So if I'm not making no money, well, I'm gonna wait 6 months for y'all to see if something transpires. You feel me? If they give me $100 grand up front or $200 grand up front, I'ma take it and be like, fuck y'all. You feel me? I'm flipping myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I keep flipping my independence, so I never really had that fascination with a major label unless they did come with $1 million, $2 million, $3 million.
Yeah.
I can make the little $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. I can do that myself. I press up 5,000 CDs and sell them at my shows out here. You know what I mean? Myself. The fans here, $10 a watt, right in my pocket. I come from the dope era, like Mr. Fab say. You know what I mean?
That's how to do it, man.
So I sell CDs like dope, man. So my independence always gave me that security. Like I can do whatever I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. You know, it would have been love if a major hit you and say they got that.
Yeah.
We're going to put the machine behind me. I want the machine behind me. I don't want the
the
we're going to set you over here for a second and test the waters with a single, but you can't do nothing else while we doing that. No, I don't want that.
So based on being able to sustain independence so long, what's some of the biggest tips you give the people now trying to come up independently?
Don't be scared to invest. That's the biggest thing I get out of people. They're scared to spend the investment dollar. You know what I mean? And I come from the cassette era.
Yeah.
Where you had to really spend that money to make an impact. So when you pressing up them flyers, you press up 10,000 flyers and you spend $150 for them, you gotta think, am I gonna make $150 back off of these 10,000 flyers? If I pass out all 10,000 of these flyers, how many CDs I gotta sell to make my $150 back?
Yeah.
You getting $10 a CD, you know what I mean? You gotta sell.
So you gotta look at it like a business, because I know a lot of people giving the stuff away free nowadays.
So you gotta say, even if you press up 1,000 CDs for $790, $800, you're gonna press up 1,000 CDs. To make your $800 back, you gotta sell 80 of those CDs at $10 a watt.
Yeah.
That means you got 920 free CDs. Anything else is a profit. So you can give away 500 of them and sell 500 of them. Even if you sold 500 of them for $5 a piece, you still gonna make $2,500 back off the 800 you spent. Now you gotta think how much you wanna spend out of that $2,500 to generate some fans, to generate some notices, people to pay attention to. You know what I mean? You gotta think, okay, well, I want these flyers, I want this commercial. And now we got this social media thing. If we had the social media thing in my era, man, you probably would have had everybody back then would have been superstars. You know what I mean? Like, so you get people now on social media, but I tell people don't get relaxed on social media because you would think, oh, I got 1 million followers. But that don't mean them 1 million followers is really following you as a fan. You know what I mean? Some people saw somebody else liked you or might have liked you or might be following you. You know what I mean? Some people see you post something, see you on the talked about on one of the little blogs or something and liked you, but they not a fan of you. My fans are genuine. I'm almost at 10,000 fan followers on Instagram, but I know they all my genuine fans. So when I put something out or say I'm doing something, out of those 8,000, 9,000 people that follow me, I know at least 1,000 of them really mess with me. And I interact back with all of them. So I tell people to invest in yourself. Don't be scared to spend $1. You know what I mean? Take money to make money. And the rich get richer by spending and investing the money that they have. You know what I mean?
Advice right there.
Don't be scared to invest $1 in yourself. You know what I mean?
That's great advice. So the album you had, In With the Old, Out With the New, what was your motivation behind that?
It's basically saying, I didn't like none, the year I recorded that last year, I didn't like none of the music I heard. At that point. Like, man, all this new stuff is garbage. Like, it's selling to the newer generation or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's being pumped and fed to them through the radio system. You know, they got their same 16-song playlist that they play every day. You know what I mean? So I'm not hating on the artist. You know, a lot of people, that's one thing I don't have in me, jealousy, hate, none of that. So I'm not hating on the artist. So when I say in with the old, out with the new, I'm just basically saying, I'm finna come back in with my style, you know what I mean? Let me show y'all this. And that's why the cover, the album cover, I'm 14 years old in the studio on that cover. That's me 14 years old in the studio. You know, so I'm like, let me bring in the old, let them know I still can rock my chucks or rock you know what I mean, kick my heels in too. So it's in with the old, out with the new right now.
So you think if they went back to that foundation that you built, the music would be a little bit better?
Yeah.
They went back and like did a little
original beats, went to, you know, because now everybody looping and sample. I seen Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent there sitting on GTN one time, and Snoop was like, everybody rapping the same, like everybody. And so he thought it was cool, so now he thought it was cool. So now that's all you got. Because but you can't fault the artist, you fault the major labels, because that's only who they signing at this point. They got in their ear a sound they want. So no, we only gonna sign this sound. Same with, you know, with quote unquote gangster rap. You know, NWA was popping, 50 Cent was popping, the Game was popping. They only wanted artists that had that same sound, that same gangster rap mentality, that same, you know what I mean? And so a dude that's doing conscious rap gonna lose at that point. All we want right now is some of this gangster shit. We want some of that DJ Quick, some of that Ice Cube, some of that Snoop Dogg. We don't want none of this co-righteous teachers. We don't want none of this comment. We don't want it. Not right now. You feel me? And it's fucked up because it's kind of like they fencing us against each other. But in the early 80s, there was enough room for all of them. That KRS-One, Public Enemy, NWA, Easy,
right.
You feel me? Ice-T. Everybody had their own. Too Short. Everybody had their own. And back then, to collab with an artist was big. Now the artists collab, they doing albums together. But back then, to collab, if you heard the first time we heard Too Short and Ice Cube, they did the collaboration. Now take my pics. You know, boom, boom. You're like, oh, Short and Cube just did something. You're like, Short and Cube just did something. You feel me? So that meant a lot back then. Now collaboration is people looking for a collab. Just who hot right now? Who can I get on my album right now? They're not even a fan of their music. They just see they got a #1 single, and the label think, oh, it'd be a good idea for you to rock with this album. You know,
that sound original. I call it kind of like fast food music. Like, you know, McDonald's make a hamburger. Every hamburger's the same. So that's what's selling. So to me, like, but that's not like say your music or Mac Dre. Like, you could bump that from now and forever. Like, that's soul music. That's like soul food. That's music gonna last forever. What they doing now is fast food music.
That's what I say. Like that's Snoop said. They come in and they go out. You know what I mean? Like,
I heard this rock and roll guy, Gene Simmons. He said that rap is gonna be dead in about 10 years. I guess he really don't like rap. And I don't know if it's based on that, but what are you doing to keep rap alive?
Just spitting the real, because this is the thing about rap. Rhythmic American poetry. I got a song that's called that. Rhythmic American poetry. And I sampled the DOC when he said Rhythmic American poetry. That's right there. You know what I mean? So, and I tell everybody this. Y'all really pay attention to what I'm going to tell you. If you always yourself and people buying what you selling, why would they ever stop? This Paige Raymond too, by the way. This is what I'm talking about. She gonna get interviewed too on your show.
Oh yeah,
that's my artist, Paige Raymond.
Look forward to it.
But the thing is, as long as you being yourself and it's selling, why would you ever change? See, the thing about rap is people fall under the trend, like the sound. Oh, this is what everybody sounding like. Let's just change to this sound too. Then you talking about you hype. Then you talking about you got Bentleys or Nisas, but then you back over here rocking Chucks, then you back in the corner eating top ramen. Your stories don't add up. If you let your fans grow with you and tell them your real life story every day, I don't care whether you homeless and you want to rap, tell your homeless rap story. It's 1 million homeless people. It's 7 billion people in the country. So whatever you're going through at that moment, your real emotions, whatever you feel, somebody else going through it too. Whether you getting bullied, you feel like you a punk, gay, lesbian, whatever it is, tell your real story. You feel me? You ain't gotta make it seem like, you don't gotta make it seem like, oh man, I'm balling. Oh man, I got it all. Oh man, because you heard somebody else say it. Tell the story of, man, I'm struggling at home. I ate top ramen for dinner last night. Hot dogs, I'm barely making it. You know how many people will identify with that? Millions of people going through that right now. You feel me? Tell your real story and don't never change what you rapping. and your fans growing with you and they hear your growth and transition, you know what I mean? Because not everybody don't have one emotion. Like I rap about God because I pray. I pray, so I ain't supposed to tell you I pray. I'm gonna tell you my songs. I pray. I say I ain't never had a prayer answer. You feel me? I tell people I pray every day, and I ain't never had a prayer answer. And I had somebody tell me, they say, somebody try to argue with me and say, when I say I ain't never had a prayer answer, they say, well, you woke up this morning. I say, well, last night I prayed not to wake up. Feel me? Yeah. So you don't try to be slick. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Oh, when you woke up this morning, right? Yeah, but last night I prayed that I don't wake up.
That's right.
Never had a prayer answer, you know what I mean? But I still keep the faith. And
that's important, keeping the faith.
I still believe, you know what I mean? So always tell your real story, what you going through, what you experiencing. If you rolling in a bucket, I'm rolling in a bucket. Nigga, I can barely make it. I work this 9 to 5, but I want to be a rapper, man. I'm trying to get down. Tell that real story. And people that hear it, they gonna know you real about it. They gonna say, damn, I'm going through that right now too. Because they might not be bold enough to say it's like a rape victim. When they say a female get raped, she don't tell it because she's scared. You know what I mean? She don't have nobody to identify with her. But once she tell her story, look how many rape victims come out. Feel me? Like, oh, that happened to me too. Oh, that happened to embrace. Because you telling your real story, my nigga, and people, they feel the realness instead of me trying to make up a story. But the best rappers in this world who don't came up in this game that the media pump, not to us, who we know is dope and real, who the media pump as the #1 rappers, are the biggest perpetrating rappers in the game. They tell you, cause they can tell you anything. I really gangbang, rob, dope, soul, crack. There's stories I couldn't even begin to tell you because it'll bring up old bad feelings for my enemies. It'll bring up indictments from the feds. It'll entrap some of my niggas. And so it's stories that I can't even tell niggas that I wish I could. You know what I mean? But these fake niggas can tell you, hey, oh, I'm robbing banks. I shot a nigga in the head yesterday. We over here mobbing niggas.
Yeah,
they ain't doing none of that shit. They don't got no repercussions. They don't got no real enemies who feel threatened by them rapping that shit. If I really rap some of this shit I really live, it'll be a war every day. Police will be on your head, you know what I mean? So it's just, the fakest motherfuckers always elevate because they can tell you anything.
Yeah, they say that those that know don't speak. Those that speak don't know.
You know what, I'm gonna tell you like this, man, and it's the honest truth. It's also goodness that comes with it. I mean, I'm treacherous chick, aka the Coors Light man. And I'm gonna tell you something. When a nigga put me on Twisted Phone, and when my cutty David Simpkins, talking Rocco, rest in peace, Crest Eye for life, and Coolio made the beat. But what he did, he coached us how to rap and give the flavor. That's what he did. So it's more than just hopping over a counter, because I know him, and he one of them. But I'm loving the music. This nigga always loved the music, man. And that's Coolio for life, man. A real double R star. A real cutting, and that's from the bottom of my heart. You know, I know it. You know it. Fucking hey, man. For sure, man. I love you so much. What you drinking, man? Long Island. Hey, you know what? We love him. Tell the world we love him. Hey, man, I gotta give you another one, man. It's my nigga right here, man.
That's legendary, man. So what? What can we look forward to from you, man, in the next few years?
I got a new project that I'm getting ready to drop this summer. My Unknown Legend DVD. I got a 5-minute trailer online right now. It's called Unknown Legend. The Underdog Unknown Legend. Got everybody in the industry on it. Telling my story though. I'm not telling my story. I let them tell it. I'm not even there when they tell it. You know, everybody in the industry get interviewed. What you know about the underdog? Who was the underdog? You know what I mean? Everybody from LA to the Bay to New York, Kings, everybody is in this DVD. It's called Unknown Legends. You go see a 5-minute trailer right now on YouTube. So I got that, and I got the soundtrack that's coming out. The tour we on right now is the Vitamin P tour for Paige Raymond, for my artist y'all just seen. So these are the shows we doing for her. So I'm trying to boost up, you know. She was number 12 when I put out her last album on the chart, independent chart. She hit number 12. And that's good for a white girl from the Bay, you know what I mean? So I'm pushing her right now. So her Vitamin P album gonna come out in August of this year, 2016. That's coming out. And then I got another banger called The Chronicles of Reddick. My last name is Reddick, Troy Reddick. And it's called The Chronicles of Reddick. And it's telling you all my trials and tribulations, from losing my mama, from losing my brother getting killed, from my favorite cousin getting killed, from everybody from Mac Dre to DJC. being gone, and now I'm still able to still hear and sustain and still work. You know what I mean? And still go. So that's what those albums and those projects is about. I got samplers of all of it on YouTube right now. My YouTube channel is The Underdog Music. Y'all can check that out. So that, and we got a movie deal in the works that we're trying to do. The rock movie. So I wrote a movie 2 years ago. We named it The Crest. So we had a little deal for it. They told me a couple of people was interested in it, from Mark Wahlberg to the Tesla car people, you know, different people. Sauce in the building. This is my bro right here, man. Some terrorists, sauce in the building. Right here.
Yeah, what's good, man? Some terror. Yeah.
Some terror.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So who all you got on your roster?
I got who just left, Treacherous Tick, the Coors Light man. Got him. I got Runyon Johnson. I'm about to rock his album and put it out. My cousin right here trying to rock with me too. He, you know, this is my real cousin. You feel me? I love Press Side, so me and him finna discuss something we can do with the family, though, because it's family. So you know, it's different when you messing with family. You gotta intertwine a little different. I got Paige Raymond. You feel me? I got me. I put out Doobie album, but he's not up under Caviar Records. But I have put out his Dangerous Prospects album. You know, what I like to do is pull in artists too and give them the game. Yeah. And then help them build their own lane.
Oh yeah, that's big. Each one teach one.
Yeah, create your own lane. Like I don't want people to look at me as a person, a puppeteer, and I'm over your head and I'm controlling. No, I'm gonna give you control. You gonna pay me later. You feel me? If I do an album with him, I'm gonna give him all the rights. I'm gonna let him do the contract. He gotta call me when he get paid to tell me to pay me my percentage. That way he can never say, Coolio getting over on me. Coolio, I ain't got no money off my album. You feel me? So I'm gonna give him the trust to know that, damn, this nigga put me in a position. That's like me, I got kilos over here. I got a gang of dope over here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna give you these 5 keys. Hit me when you sell them all. You can either come back and spend with me, or take your profit and spend with somebody else. You feel me? You got the choice. I ain't gonna put it on his head to where you better come with you flip that. You better come back and flip with me. You feel me? I ain't gonna hold it over his head. Cause I'ma always sell dope. That's the thing. I'ma always do music regardless of whoever rockin' with me. You feel me? I don't need to get over on nobody. I'm involved with me. I'm my own hustle. You feel me? Be your own hustle. Can't nobody out hustle. That's how I feel. I throw my own shows. I do 40, 50 shows a year. It be small venues, 200, 300 people. You know what I mean? And I gotta work 10 times harder than a mainstream artist to equal one of their shows. But I love what I'm doing, and I'm interacting with all my real fans. You feel me? So we good.
They don't got no more 151, man. So you still want anything besides 151 in there?
Man, so tell me one of your best memories of Mac Dre.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite. I tell everybody this is he got out of Fouts. And we picked him up, me and my partner EB, Daddy of the Hood. He just had bought a new Honda, a little hatchback Honda that he bought. And we go pick up Dre. So Dre get in the front seat, passenger seat, I'm in the back seat. And they romping, and you're in the car, you hit the side of the door. When the driver driving, keep in mind, we're like 15, 16, 17 years old. And you hit the side of the car, be like, look out! So the driver will panic. So Dre get in the car, he look at me like he's finna get EB. So I'm looking back at him. So he look back again. So as soon as EB making the turn, Dre hit the window instead of the door. And so he say, look out! Bow! Hits the window, the whole window break. The whole window break, man. EB like almost wrecked. He just broke the window. Like,
oh man, that's crazy.
Like, the look on Drake's face was like, damn, I just fucked up. Like I just broke the fucking window. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I tell that story like the way Drake looked. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you fucked up. It's like, damn, I didn't even break this thing window.
That's crazy, man. That's legendary. What do you think about like great artists like Mac Dre? Plus, you know, we just lost Prince. We just lost a lot of legends. What do you think about how people honor him after they gone? when they was doing great work when they was
I
alive.
just had a talk about that yesterday. And funny as it sounds, I told him, I said, the same way they treat those artists when they was alive, that's the same way they treat me. You know what I mean? I said, if a nigga got smoked. Matter of fact, my post that I made last night, I said, if my funeral was tomorrow, how many people would come?
Yeah.
And then I got a show tomorrow. So I'm gonna see how many people come, because that might be my last show. And I think I got the most hits, the most likes, the most comments I ever got on any post. And now everybody come tonight. Because they like, damn, what if that nigga do die? But the thing about the artists that died, especially with Drake, he was working so hard for the industry to, you know what I mean, to be recognized as one of the great talents. And for artists, I ain't gonna say no names, for artists to act like that was their close friend, to act like they was in cahoots, to act like, nigga, y'all wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, but the reason I don't bust them out is because they carrying on his name. Keep repping for my nigga then. Suckers, because they suckers. But so what? Y'all gonna represent a real nigga though. You know what I mean? Keep on carrying his name. Wear shirts, nigga. Wherever you go, say Mac Dre name, nigga. You feel me like y'all supposed to. So I don't. You know what I mean? So it's like, keep repping his name.
Energy going.
Yeah, but they perpetrate. But it's cool. It's 10 years down the line, they legacy gonna be gone. His is set in stone.
Forever.
You feel me? My nigga, and he in my heart. People like, oh, that's what Mac Dre changed, none of that. He embedded in here and he embedded in here. You know what I mean? And
his impact is still felt.
It ain't for the fame, it ain't for the, you know what I mean? If that's the case, I could have been running around saying, every day, you know what I mean? Like, but the real fans even know it. When I go places, they feel me, they go up and see, they see me, they know what it is, because they witness what he always shouted out. Around the room, Coolio, you know what I mean? He say my name more than anybody ever known from the rap thing. You know what I mean? I got the most songs with him than anybody. So to see him pass, and other artists though, recognizing I love him. From KRS-One to Ice Cube to the Game to Drake, you know what I mean? I love that because I know that they not using his name to boost theirs. They using his name to show people they got respect. You know what I mean? They not doing it to, oh, Drake just saying Drake name to sell some records. Sell some records where? The nigga just sold 3 million copies of his last album. You know what I mean? So imagine how many people gonna hear Dre name on his next album when you say rest in peace Mac Dre. Now you got 3-4 million people wondering who was Mac Dre. If Drake said his name. You feel me? So when I hear artists like that at that magnitude say his name, I respect it.
Man, that's big.
I show him love where it's like,
that's big, man.
You know,
so how can
same with Prince, same with Michael Jackson. They already was legends. So 25, 30 million records. Come on. They already, you know what I mean? They already got their legacy set. But Drake come from that underground, never had a major label deal. I'm finna lobby right now for him to get a Hollywood star. For real, everything I love.
What's some of the final things you want to tell the people?
Thank y'all for supporting me for all these years. Since I was a teen, 15 years old, I've been doing this. It's my 26th year anniversary. I'm still here, breathing, alive. You know what I mean? I don't take nothing for granted. I don't take y'all for granted. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. I'm new to Instagram and all. I never tripped off of that. I'm like, I'm from the streets. We don't got no Instagram. We don't do none of that. Everybody kept pressing me. Like, man, what's your Instagram? So, y'all did it to me. The fans, y'all made show me so much love. I had to create all that stuff. So, rock with me. I'm not going to stop till my lungs collapse. You feel me? That's when I'm going to quit rapping. So, 18 till I'm 80 though, like Mac Dre say. What's up?